Should probably know originally I wasn't sure about making this video because it's a collection video that's only being aimed at one person, a fellow comics fan. But I figure what the hell, have nothing else better to do right now. And I'm sorry the lighting sucks, so I'm using a flashlight. The light in my room sucks. There are some I have to show off in another room, so I'm going to be leaving after this, but here we go. This is my DC Comics collection, for the most part. It's all trade paperbacks. Sorry. Anyway, the Batman Chronicles, I'm up to volume 9. Have the Dark Knight Returns, year 1. That's Frank Miller before he went nuts, for anybody that wonders why I have Frank Miller in my collection. Mad Love, Paul Dini, The Man Who Laughs. Then we cut to Superman, who I sadly do not have much of compared to The Dark Knight over here. I'm planning on fixing that at some point. Over here we have Flash Chronicles, along with Green Lantern Chronicles. I have to get more of those. Teen Titans Year 1, written by Amy Wolfram, who was a writer on the Teen Titans TV series, by the way. Then we got the new Teen Titans Omnibus, Volume 1. Pretty cool. This book is big, and there's more than one volume. But anyway, now we're up to Marvel. Here we got the Marvel Masterworks stuff. Fantastic Four, The Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, up to Volume 4. The Avengers, the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. Now we got the essential stuff, which is the essential reprint collections, which are black and white reprints only, black and white only, sadly. I have to get this shelf dusted off at some point. I might get that done this weekend. It's kind of dusty down here. But yeah, these are all black and white reprints. Man-Thing, do not make fun of that name. Over here we got Wolverine, and once again, Miller. He just drew this one though, so he's not crazy Frankie yet. And like I said, he only drew this one. Next up we got the Punisher, Ennis, Garth Ennis. Then we got Punisher War Journal. This is from the Civil War event that was going on at one point. Then we got Ultimate Spider-Man. Next up, we have IDW, the beginning of the IDW stuff. Here we got Doctor Who Classics, Volume 1, Star Trek, Transformers Classics, and I should probably note, unlike the Transformers Classics separate sets that were being published at one point, this one actually has this issue with Spider-Man in it, which is pretty freaking awesome. We got Transformers Infiltration. This was being written before the current ongoings. Classic G.I. Joe. Speed Racer Volume 1, a reprint of the Now Comics set. It's not a reprint of the manga or anything. Ghostbusters The Other Side. And then we got 30 Days of Night, which includes Return to Barrow, 30 Days of Night, Dark Days, and 30 Days of Night, the original. I'm not sure why those are in that order instead of the way it should be. Let's get up, and sorry about the guerrilla filmmaking tactics. Like I said, I'm using my iPad to make this, as I usually, because my camera has a problem with it at the moment. Anyway, next up we have more IDW, and then we got Image and Top Cow, of course. We have Ninja Turtles. This is the Ultimate Collection. Youngblood. And I should probably say this is the remastered edition. So while Liefeld has accredited, it's only for the art. In reality, this thing's been completely rewritten by then current Youngblood writer Joe Casey, a member of Man of Action, the co-creators of Ben 10, by the way. Then we got Hack Slash Omnibus Volume 1, first one I have. The Darkness Ultimate Collection, which I assume was being released just to tie into the then recent video game. Then we got Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, Resident Evil, Fire and Ice. 28 Days Later, The Hills Have Eyes. And I should probably note this is a prequel to the whole movie and everything, leading up to the events of the second movie. Same goes for the second thing here, the beginning. And we got now we're in the Dark Horse. Star Wars Omnibus, this is reprints of the Marvel stuff. The Terminator Omnibus, reprints, of course. The Mask. Hellboy, Avatar, Jim Dale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. Have a lot of Darkwing Duck over here, which you can't really see there. Escape of the Living Dead by John Russo. Yeah, this is supposed to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Nintendo Comic System, the best of the... Actually, it mentions on the front cover of this a Mario comics being there, but they're not in there, so I wonder if they were in there, ever in there to begin with. Now we got the Haunted Mansion from Slave Labor Graphics, Scott Pilgrim, Sam and Max, The Crow, Judge Dredd, The Zombie Survival Guide, Recorded Attacks, comic adaptation of stuff mentioned in Max Brooks' actual book, Family Guy, and Futurama. These are the comedy stuff. Now, time to move to the spare room. Yeah, I'm aware the lighting's better. This is a different room. The writing room sucks. Anyway, here's The Killing Joke by Alan Moore and Brian Bolland. The reason why this one's on my shelf, it's too freaking wide to fit on my bookshelf, which is kind of sad. The point of having a book is to put it on your shelf. Okay, and the reason I bought this next one, I kind of owe Linkara of Atop the Fourth Wall for this one, because his review is what made me buy this. This is, of course, RoboCop vs. the Terminator by Frank Miller and Walt Simonson. And his review of issue 1 made me want to get the trade paperback of it, so thank God Dark Horse did finally put one out. And finally, the last few comics I gotta show off, and I'm pretty sure since I'm meant to show this to Linkara anyway at some point, he's gonna be proud of this, because Long Box of the Damned is about to happen, but check it out. These are the EC archives. There are more of them past the initial volumes I got here, but they either have to get them through Amazon. I either have to get them from Amazon or through Russ Cochran's website. And, oh yeah, I should probably note that this logo right here no longer applies. This gemstone logo no longer applies. They have not had anything to do with this, with publishing these in a long time. Dark Horse, I think, publishes them now. But anyway, we've got Tales from the Crypts, volumes 1, 2, and 3. This each one of these has 6 issues of each book. We have Shock Suspense Stories, Vault of Horror, and then there's the one that isn't showing up because of the pillow, but Crime Suspense Stories. But yeah, it's timely and everything because of Long Box the Damned about to happen. So, Lewis, if you're watching, yeah, I think those might pique your interest if you ever want to try to find a copy. I think they're on Amazon right now. I'm not going to say they're cheap. They're not. They're like $40 or something. But yeah, that's my comics collection. And there is one I didn't show, but it's hardly worth it because the book itself is falling apart. But just out of completionist's sake, I will show it. I think it's over here. I could be wrong. I may not be over here. That's my manga. That's a video for another day. Like I said, I think it's over here. I don't know or not. I don't know. But the book I'm referring to is Clan Building, Gargoyle, which I think it's over here. I don't recall. Okay, that's the very crappy, I'm not going to mention what that is, because I'll get laughed out of the room for it. And yeah, that's Full Metal Alchemist, Yahtzee's novel, Jam. I could have sworn I owned a copy of that book. The book I'm trying to find. But yeah, the book I'm trying to find is... Oh wait, here it is. Found it. This one is falling apart a little bit, but I figured I might as well show it for completionist's sake. Gargoyles Clan Building. If you are a fan of the Gargoyles TV series, but really hated the season 3 that eventually ended up on TV, I recommend this, because this is from Greg Weisman himself. So yeah, I really do recommend this if you were a fan of Gargoyles, but hated the season 3 that we got. I have a problem with THs, in case you haven't noticed. But anyway. I might have to get a second copy of that because that one was falling apart from the day I got it. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, where else would you be watching? Because this video is only going to YouTube. Remember to like, comment, and click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And if you're Lewis Lovehog, who this video was kind of intended to be seen by, thanks for watching, Lewis. I will talk to you later. I'm about to take a nap.